Many visitors to Worcester County plan their visit centered around an offshore fishing experience. But anglers aren't the only ones chartering boats to go out in the Atlantic. There are birds out there too. So, Captain Monty Hawkins, I want to thank you for a great trip today.
Welcome, Jim.
We had trips all weekend with Captain Monty aboard the Morning Star with the Maryland Ornithological Society convention. So, Monty, what did we do today? We got in your boat, and then where did we go?
Well, I tell you, I've done a lot of bird trips in the past, but they're usually like a 12 or a 14-hour trip.
Right.
Now, today we knocked out 2 4-hour trips, and so we had to hold it a little closer to the beach, but you know, this morning we saw seals and snowy owls and a wide variety of gulls and gannets, and this afternoon's trip was even a little better, I think. So that's just a great day with good people aboard. Very, very nice, wonderful way to spend a February day.
No kidding, no kidding. Now, this time of year, I know you're fishing year-round, but this is a nice little bit of business in the wintertime, getting people out here on the water.
It sure didn't hurt my heart, especially not Super Bowl weekend, because my fishermen, they don't like to go fishing on a Super Bowl weekend.
Bird watchers don't watch a lot of football. But yeah, so we went out there, we were out in the open ocean. As you said, we had northern gannets diving in the water. We had a brown pelican show up on this trip.
What was up with that?
Who knows, man, but that's what makes it so fun. And I know for all the years you've been going out there, I'm going to bet every time you go out there, you see something different.
I don't know about every time, but I've seen some truly beautiful things. In fact, just last week we had a number of humpback whales feeding. Wow. You know, anytime you've got humpbacks breaching, life is good.
That's right. Even today we had a little harbor seal pop up way out there. What was he doing, So,
the harbor seal about 16.5 miles off the beach, and he's going to have a hard time finding a haul out.
Well, I hope we see him later back here in the jetty. Anyway, I want to thank you for taking us out today. You do a great job and really fun working with you.
Okay, all right, Jim. Good
Thanks,
to have you aboard, man.
Our guide for this trip was Kevin Graff. Kevin is a phenomenal birder and helped the group spot such species as razorbills, northern gannets, and an Iceland gull, just to name a few. So this is my friend Jerry Weingrad, former Maryland State Senator. Good to see you.
Good to meet you. See you again.
So what was your favorite part of this trip we took today out in the ocean?
Well, I always like to be out in the water, and I thought I really liked seeing all the gannets. The northern gannets was a treat. And dive bombing into the water.
We had great looks. I mean, underwater.
And then all the different species of gulls, and then we saw the brown pelican mixed in, and then 2 different species of seals. I knew there were seals around Ocean City, but it's the first time I've really seen both the harbor seal way off, and then we saw the regular other seals. What was the species again?
I think we had all harbor seals today, but it might have been a gray seal out there. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You got here in the wintertime, you're seeing animals you're just not going to see in the spring and summer. So only us fortunate few got to enjoy that today.
Yeah. So it's it's exciting for everybody, and it's not normal for most people in February to be out in 30-degree or 28-degree weather with a wind, blowing on.
You got to be a tough bird watcher to enjoy this.
But people were into it. There's nobody complaining. Everybody was happy with what they saw, and so it's nature always has its secrets, and the more you look, the more you see.
Well said. Great being with you today.
Yeah, it's a good trip.
So I'm with Dave Wilson. Dave is a buddy of mine, and we help run the Delmarva birding weekends. But Dave, talk to us about the economics of birding and birding tourism and what this means to Worcester County.
Well, when a lot of people think of Worcester County, they think of Ocean City and Berlin, which are wonderful places. But in the wintertime, Ocean City's kind of dead.
Right.
But what we love to do in the winter and early spring is bring folks here to look at wildlife, birds in particular, but they come here for lots and lots of stuff, seals, other things. And it means a lot to our sponsors who love to give us, advertising dollars to do this stuff. Mostly to get heads in beds, but also to get people in restaurants and to spend a lot of money.
So do you have any, nationally what birders spend on this kind of stuff?
So, I mean, Fish and Wildlife has done this for years. I think it started in 2011, and birding tourism is increased about 20% since 2011. There's about 86 million people
Big numbers.
who do birding tourism, and they spend about $76 billion a year on nature-related stuff.
And so we want that money here, is why we're doing this. So here we got a weekend where people are in town, they're bird watching, staying at hotels, eating in restaurants, so there's business here, and we had a great time with these people too. So
we did. It's a business for us, but it's also shows some great appreciation, love for wildlife, so it's just a great dual combo of really good things.
1-2 punch. Pelagic birding is a great way to combine a boat ride with winter wildlife watching when you're traveling Maryland's beach and beyond.